guys, how are you? Kimber, why are you in here? I'm Tara. I forgot to put on subscribers mode again. Can you handle that for me, please? Let me say hi's. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Becky P. Thanks to Tara and me being home and done with dinner. I'm here. I just want to catch up. Tara, can you please put on subs mode, please? Hi, Michelle. Thanks to Tara and me being home and done with dinner. I'm here. Left another chat, trying to figure out what the hell happened. Gotcha. Hope you're doing well, Becky. Hi at the real Angel Girl 1. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Tara. Let's see. Hey, Brandy. Apple gang. Hi, Kimber. Every single time I go live, Jake wants to come log on. Hey, Alice. So I'm eating tuna fish. I don't know why. I'm just craving tuna fish. So I'm a few minutes late for my live. Thank you, Tara. I'm a few minutes late for my live because I decided I want to make some tuna fish. Let's do this, Valley Girl. Excuse me, I try not to eat on camera, but I'm starving. And I don't know why, but I decided I wanted tuna fish with sweet dill pickles, celery, salt, and pepper. Hey, Grateful, how are you? Oh, yesterday was such an emotional day for me. Like, emotional override. Bad news, good news, and then, you know, I guess I need more mayonnaise. Give me 1 second. Hey, BB, I'll be right back. Hello. Guys. Sorry, I'm back, guy. My tuna needed more mayo. It looks like slop, but it's like my tuna fish. Hi, Creatively Inspired, how are you? Hey, Grateful. Hey, JD, how are you doing? Good seeing you. What's up, Taylor? I'm gonna try not to eat too much during this live stream, but I have no idea. I just started craving tuna fish. And so, I went and bought tuna fish yesterday. And so, so I'm eating tuna fish today. Lisa, you were craving a tuna fish on Friday. It must be a Libra thing. Where are you, Valley? So Friday, I actually went to get a French dip. You know, there's like where the taco place is, across the street, there's like a kind of a Subway. It's some kind of like new bread company or something. And they actually have really good sandwiches, like way better than Subway. And when they first opened, I'm like, oh, they're never gonna survive because there's like Subways here. And they're doing really well, and they've got great French dip sandwiches. But there's a lady in front of me that ordered like a tuna melt, and I haven't had a tuna melt in forever, and I almost did it, but hands down, they've got great French dips. So if they timed me out for saying you're more entertaining than Suck-Ass Robin. Timed you out where? Tara, can you please put it on subs only mode? I've really been studying on my laptop, I just keep forgetting. Sea Monster, where did they time you out? Oh, I'm not gonna talk negative about anyone. I seriously think that it would do him a lot of good to come out here for a week. But I just listened to the last comments that he made about my son. Uncool. I gave him a hall pass too many times, and every time I say I'm done with ski, I mean, I say I'm done with ski, but ski, I really think I'm done with you. It's on subs, thanks, Tara. My son was 87 days old. I filed for divorce 5 weeks before then from Tim Trumbull, the fake Tim Trumbull channel, the one that someone paid to get on panel, right? And he wasn't at the house. It took us an hour and 45 minutes for the detective to get him to answer the door at his residence because he was like, yeah, but my ex-husband was on crystal meth. And that's a fact, and that's not slander. I have no idea where our court papers were because that was like, God, I think we got divorced in 2004. And I left him because I found out that he was on drugs, hard drugs. Well, that's not why I left him. After we filed for divorce is when I found out that he was on crystal meth. And then I was like, I mean, I even remember who I was. I was coming in from Gulfport to Diamond Head. and I was like on the Pass Christian like exit part, and I had to pull off the road. Yeah, I give him hall passes all the time, and I really think that it would have been good. Let me see if I can give y'all some more light. Sorry, is that better? I give him hall passes, and I keep telling him that he needs to come to visit. Maybe the white light is better, and I just dim it. And I think he just needs to get out of the house, out of the bathroom, out of his bedroom, and he's got an open invite here. And there's somebody, there's somebody that lives in my town. That's all I'm gonna say. That is in his chat, and that is in my chat, that can 100% guarantee that I won't murmur him. And I really just wanted to get him out of the house. It wasn't even like a money grab. Ski's the only one who continuously cares and takes you back. Did you just watch his last live? He again said that I murdered my child, then I laid on my child, then I rolled over on him and killed him. So, Haley, I don't know if you just caught the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes of his last stream, but now he's back at it saying that he says that she killed her baby. He keeps saying I killed my baby every time. Hey, turn up! Maybe they'll listen to me. I'm not going to talk about him again. I'm not talking about him. I try not to talk about him, but he was 87 days old, and I filed for divorce from Tim Trumbull 5 weeks before Jonathan passed. So I had like a 5-week-old baby and a 15-month-old baby from Tim and Joseph. Joseph is not Tim's father, right? But Joe got on the bus, and I went in Jonathan's room, and his eyes were halfway open. And I was like, thinking he was just waking up. And I was like, oh, I'm getting good at your schedule too. But his eyes were halfway open because they were fixated, halfway open because he had passed away and he died. And it was SIDS. My family did 3 different autopsies at my request, and I wanted another one because SIDS made no sense, right? It made no sense. And so apparently these people had, right, he wasn't getting enough cash apps, so he decided to bash me, right? And it's, I'm done. But I'm sick of him telling people that I rolled over my baby and I killed him. I've never slept with a child. I've never slept with a baby ever in my bed, ever, because I've never believed in a family bed. I've just never believed in a family bed. I think that adults sleep in beds and children sleep in their rooms. So even when my kids were older and they were sick, I'd go sleep in bed with them. I've never had a child in bed with me. I mean, maybe to cuddle for a little bit. But yes, thank you. Do you not think if they did one autopsy and they said SIDS, that if I did something to harm him, I'd be like, oh yeah, bury him. No. We had 3 different autopsies, and I wanted another one, and my parents were like, Michelle, it's time to bury your son. I know I've told it so many times, Sunny, but there's so many new people to YouTube that I feel like I have to fill them in. Especially when someone... I heard a noise coming from outside. I hope it's not chipmunks running up. Hey, guys. Hey, you! How are you doing? Hey, can you drop your link and get one of my moderators to pick it up so people can subscribe to your channel? I'll talk about you in a second. But drop your link and I'll get one of... Hey Sheila. So this guy is really interesting, and I'm going to talk about him because he's great, and he's got like a new YouTube channel. And I like am into numbers and like the conspiracy theory stuff and everything. Not, the tinfoil hat person, right? Thank you. Hey Katie, hey Sheila. Thank you for catching my live, or thank you for subscribing. 479 Smith. Can you drop your link in here? If not, it's only 6 YouTube channel. Natasha's great. Did you drop it? I didn't see it. Hey guys. Yeah, it's dark. I need to start going live earlier, but some of my mods have families and they eat dinner. Lisa! Okay. Y'all need to go subscribe to this guy's channel if you're into like, kind of like numbers and conspiracy theory, things like that. Thank you, Pharmacy Girl. Y'all all go sub up to this guy. Thank you, Jojo. Nice to meet you. He was talking numbers and he brought up like 1984. And I think at first nobody knew what he was talking about. I'm like, Orwell. And Valley Girl's like, Orwell. Yeah. And so he's like in all these numbers. And he's like, thank you for dropping my cash app, but I want to leave his site up for a little bit. Yeah, I just hit the like. Okay, Lisa, Natasha. Y'all are, I think, administrators to where you can mod up people. Can you mod up Valley Girl for me, please? She doesn't even know what that is, and she doesn't know how to work mod controls. But, yeah, he's like, actually, I'm gonna drop him a link. I just want to say one thing, and then I'm gonna drop you a link, okay? 10, 60, 79, because I think you're great. So I'm in all these numbers, like, and it's weird, and I guess I'm a conspiracy theorist, but it's like, right, they're not, right, I really like you. And so let me have a few bites of my tuna fish and address what just happened. Thank you. All I can say is thank you now, right? Because God forbid if I say anything else, right? I don't trust Ski, and I really thought that maybe if I helped him, is this light not good? Like it's too dark. Is that better? Worse? Yeah, well, you'll get a lot more subs here, I promise, but my channel goes down and then it comes up. You're not a moderator? I'm gonna have to click off my phone to do it. I'll moderate you, Valley Girl, next time. And maybe, hold on. No, I can't do it from here. I can't do it from here, Valley Girl. I think Tara's got administrative controls. I'm not quite sure. Hi, Rayanne, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. Rayanne, did you get in touch with the person that I told you to get in touch with? It's tuna fish, guys. So, I made a comment, and it wasn't a lie. But, you know, everything that comes out of my mouth is a lie, right? In the very beginning, Ski told me, he's like, oh, just keep saying, thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app. Is she into Kwana? Yes, I can. No comment. No comment. No comment. I have, perused their website. He does. He's bipolar, and he really needs to get out of his house. I invited him down here for a week, and it's pretty awesome down here. And I really think that getting out of his house and getting some air, and, you know, our house is huge, and there's lots of things to do. And he's never rode a horse, and I thought it'd be funny kind of to stream, and it's not even for the money. Yes, I talked to her. I'm just waiting on her email. Wait, hold on. Yes, I talked to her. I'm just waiting on her email so I can give her a little information about the dog. She's in here, by the way. So she just got that message just now. Anyway, so I thought it would do a good thing. Quanon, you trust the plan, like, Quanon, cover your face. Wait. And go green? I'm glad you're losing brain cells. Well, you know, sometimes people aren't always interested in my lives. And this guy, actually, I'm going to bring him up. And if you don't like him, then I'm sorry. But I just want to chat with him for a little bit. There's going to be some people that are going to be timed out. Rayan, saw that? Anyway. Rayan, did you see the comment directed towards you? So, today has been so tiring for me because my emotions were on overload yesterday. Really happy that they dropped the main charges on my son. I'm really happy. Hey, go hug a tree. But then all of a sudden I got like this fear, like, oh my God, what's gonna happen when he gets out? Like, is he gonna relapse? Because I know a lot of people that drained the swamp. That's what they did when they built the Magic Kingdom, when they announced that they had a fake. Yes, okay. So my channel is gonna get struck no matter what. So I am anti-vax. Never been vaxxed. I am a Trump supporter, and I normally don't get very political, right? How do you think the victim's family feels? I don't know. Because I got the police report and he didn't pistol whip anybody. The ADA, who actually really wasn't the ADA because the ADA was on medical leave, read me something saying that my son did something. But he didn't pistol whip anyone. No record of it. None. No record of it. How did they so, apparently, let's go through this real quick about my son. Apparently, my son shot somebody in the back and killed him 5 times. No, he did not. Those charges were 7-ish years ago. And he did. He did. The guy lived and the guy was paralyzed. And I was so... Thank you, 40 keys. It's tough. It's tough not getting shitty. But here I am. He did that. And that was the $50,000 that I dropped on an attorney. He was looking at attempted second-degree murder charges and possession with intent to distribute heroin. And Joe's like, Mom, the guy was a drug dealer. I'm like, but Joe, you shot someone. Like, what if this guy decided not to be a drug dealer anymore? He's like, Mom, the guy's been shot like 5 times already. So I guess 6 was my son. Well, now the guy's dead. And he didn't, like, walk up to some innocent person and shoot them in the back. It was something about, like, fighting over a drug corner or something like that. And I have no problem saying that. Right? Those charges are dropped. That man is dead. My son didn't kill him. I guess the 7th or 8th person shot him. You know, guy must have had 9 lives, right? That was 7 years ago. That's not the charges that he's going against now, and my son has never murdered anyone. Even found out even found out that the file that the guy read to me about my son's charges, he mixed up a police report. He mixed up a police report on another armed robbery on pistol whipping someone. So that was the information I got. That was the information I got that I came out with, so it wasn't a lie. Now, according to Joe, and I said this last night, somebody stole something from him and he went to go get it back and there was a gun, blah, 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 whatever. Great. In terms of like, Mom, the guy was a junkie and he stole my bike. Like, he was on heroin. And so, yeah, the guy kind of like didn't show up for court. And they weren't prepared yesterday. I've been, was that it, the real angel? Because I didn't sleep. I stayed up till like 6 in the morning and then I kind of like slept on and off. Hey, honey. I'm glad you caught up. He's got some other, like, he's got like 2 holds on him and a few other like counties. Well, they call them parishes there. And, but they're nothing compared to what he was getting. So we're going to address that. Everybody keeps saying, don't let Ski on your panel because he abuses you. Okay, like, I keep saying that we're done. I keep saying that I'm over Whiskey. Can you throw the looking glasses channel up here too, please? Hey, Marizzi, I missed you too. And I read some of these chats, and they're like, you're a piece of shit for not defending your son, blah, 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 blah. Well, now I'm defending him. And like, when I say come home, like, I'm not telling you where he's coming, but I meant come home like being unincarcerated. And that might take, thank you, honey. I guess sober looks good on me. I don't know. It's tough. Slipped up a couple days ago, but we're back. Yeah, y'all all need to go. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please, I'm begging you. Because there has to come a time where Ski doesn't get any more hall passes. And I think that this is the day that he's no longer getting hall passes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get a hall pass. I gave him a hall pass about saying that I rolled over and I smothered my son. Put Joseph on the bus, got him ready for school. Timmy woke up. I changed his diaper. Does anybody remember Baby Mozart? Did they still have that? Like the CDs of Baby Mozart, like the visual and the Mozart and the... So anyway, so I turned on Baby Mozart for Timmy, which I actually really think works because they're both so smart. And I went to Jonathan's room. How are you able to get the police reports read to you? It's interesting because I need the same service. Yeah, and so they twisted all that last night too. They were like, oh, Michelle and Etienne both went to jail once because we blah, blah, blah. But they like, it's called breaking the law. I thought Baby Einstein videos. Yeah, Baby Einstein videos. Right. And so I turned a Baby Einstein video on Timmy and like, I was about to feed him. And I went in Jonathan's app. And I'll tell you about the Cash App too. I know, Tara, thanks. So I'm going to address the Cash App thing too, because Ski lies. Part of the reason why I get called a scammer is I was like, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for the Cash App. Because he told me to do that. He did tell me to do that. And I don't care if you're telling me I'm like, I don't care if you tell me I'm lying or not. If he told me to do that. He never told me to lie about the 3,000. He told me months ago to be like, hey, thanks for that Cash App. Hey, thanks for that Cash App. So when I got mad at him, when I get mad at Ski, I'm like, yo, if his phone doesn't ding, if you don't hear the he's lying about getting Cash Apps. And then if you've sent a Cash App, he's read out a whole entire sentence. You can't type a sentence in the message of a Cash App. You can't type a whole line. You can't type a whole sentence in a Cash App. And he's like reading out like a sentence and a half. Oh yeah, I got a Cash App that says this. Well, I don't know how many of you sent Cash Apps. I don't know how many of you sent Cash Apps, but you can't send sentences in Cash Apps. No, Mickey Mouse fan, I'm done. I'm just saying I'm pretty much done. I want everyone to please subscribe to Through the Looking Glass. Because if the channel gets taken down, that's probably where I'm going to go. And Tara, my subs, all of my subs, I think have Tara's email address. Don't you notice how he reads out like 1 and 2 sentences and says, oh, this person just Cash at me and said, you know, F Michelle, you're so much better without her, you do you. Yeah, you try to type that in a Cash App. You can't. You can't type that. There's not enough room to type that in the note of a Cash App. Guys, if you're a sub of mine and you want to follow my channel, please take that email. Because when I'm taken down, Tara will always have my new channel. She will, because my channel keeps coming up. Like, they didn't like the comment about me saying I'm like herpes, I'll never go away. Sorry, I won't. You know, I'm not going to talk anything on anyone. I still haven't even gone on after Charlotte on the web, and she's just like, I only go after Michelle because she goes, no, you have no more content. You have been trolling Katie Joy for so many years that it's boring. And now you need new content. Look, I've got blankets on my sectional. I've got a mattress that my friend's husband is finally going to come pick up for me. Right? Friday. And it's not a pissy mattress. The air handler coils froze up upstairs and overfilled the drip pan. And the water came through the ceiling and wet the bed. That's what wet the bed. I made one comment about saying, I've never watched her. I've never ever watched Katie Joy, and people were like accusing me of being besties with her and stuff. I've never watched her. But yeah, finally with a mattress, right? Finally. When I have a truck, I have a Jeep, and like mattresses and box springs don't fit on top of the Jeep. They just don't. Kind of like, right, one of my hairs decided to get in the mouth. So I'm gonna dress Jonathan. That's the last time I'm gonna dress my son. Florida, you'd hope so. Hold on. Yeah, they're heavy and will eat, right? Like, it took everything to, so I had a friend visiting, right? It was the night before the Rob Zombie concert in Atlanta. And like 15 minutes before he got here, I ran upstairs. I was like, oh, let me just like kind of refresh the linens, because I always wash them, right? And I noticed water on the floor, and I thought Lola peed. 1,000,000 times I've watched Uni, and I still can't believe I said so much. Oh, you're killing me, Smiles. So I'm gonna pull a guest up here. I normally don't, but it may be interesting for some of you guys. It may be to that was downstairs. We had 2 floods in like a month and a half. So the sink overflowed, went through the vanity, and completely flooded the bedroom of the Airbnb downstairs. Then, with my luck, the air coils froze in the handler upstairs, and they need to be cleaned, and so they overflowed the drip pan, and then I had 2 floods in a month and a half. My show is good. It is getting better. It is getting a lot better. I put a shoe on yesterday for the first time. I didn't go far. Went to like Dollar General. I'm gonna address some things. I'm not threatening people. I'm just gonna address some things. But I went to, I'm in the process of trying to quit drinking. I've gone from a half a gallon to 3 or 4 days. Hey, you know what? Keep trying. Keep on keeping on, because it's tough. It's really tough. And I've got the famous cup. I guess next time I refill it, I'm going to let you see me brew the green tea through my Keurig. Put my Splenda in the ice, so you know that this is green tea. Because I've even had stalkers so much that are like, go to Penelope Lane to see Michelle. No, okay. About the pissy mattress. Yeah, I didn't piss on that mattress. That's not the mattress that I got pissed on. I said my doctors medicated me so much that I took all the meds they wanted me to take in one day, and I slept for 2 days, and I woke up and I had pee. Not that bad. That bed's on the 3rd story. I don't think I've ever slept in that bed. Now, when 18 and I would get in a fight, wait, she slept for 2 days and peed her bed multiple times. I didn't say multiple. I said that my psychiatrist put me on medication, and if I took all of the medication, because I did it once, that I slept for 2 days and I woke up and I peed the bed. That is not a pee bed. That is from upstairs, and I can actually, my toe's feeling a little better. Maybe I'll walk upstairs and show you the damage from the air handler, because I've done it for Bomb before, but right now, you're just not worth my time. I'm enjoying my show. My sister was near death from her drinking, but one day she slowly detoxed herself off. It's been sober for, thank God. Yes, but now she gambles. That sucks. I guess she dropped one habit for the one. Hey, Cash App Karen, how are you? So anyway, I ran into somebody that was actually pretty interesting on Steve's panel, and I'm going to drop him a link. You may not like him. You may like him. I think he's really, really interesting. If you're kind of into numbers, because I'm in numbers. Like 444 is my lucky number. I'm convinced that I'll be 50 in October. I'm convinced I'm going to die at 55. Because my godfather, my favorite uncle, he passed at 55 of a heart attack. My other favorite uncle passed at 55 of brain cancer. So I pay attention to numbers too, right? And so this guy was like, some people substitute alcohol for sex, for all kinds of stuff. And I was really trying to be nice. And so, Ski keeps saying that I ruined his channel. I don't know if you guys know this or not. don't know if you guys know this or not, but when I found Ski, he had 30, 40 people in his chats all the time. And I'm going to take credit for that. I pulled Ski on panel twice, and then people started, like, following him. So he can say racist things. He can tell people that they killed their babies and things like that. And that's okay. But that is not what killed his channel. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. You said, oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Let them. Yeah. And he got you up to 5K. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I didn't know who Ski Mask Andy was, and I had 5.6K followers. Kelly, how long have you been around? I had 5,000 followers in like 2 months. I never brought Ski on panel. Yeah, I didn't like the detox this place. I mean, great. You love Ski, that's fine. We'll go look at his last live, but I bet he deleted it. Or I bet he put it back on to rewind because he accused me of murdering my son again. Look, boom, I found Ski through you. Exactly. Do you know how many people found Ski through me? And exactly. So I don't know Ski at all. I've never met him in my entire life. Don't do that to friends. I'm wrong as hell. He just said I rolled over on my baby and suffocated him in his sleep. And he told people that I told him that one night during Pillow Talk. Really? Yeah, let them be. Go back to Ski's chat. Because mine's going to grow and yours isn't. Ski is bipolar, and I try to understand him. And I try to give him hall passes. I wasn't letting him drop my cash app. No, Ski gets mad because I think he quit, 5 times in 30 minutes? Because he wasn't getting cash apps. Have you ever seen me quit when I've not gotten a cash app? Why did you say that to... Again, I have no idea about girl, but he did about 30 minutes ago. He was being impulsive, and you said things to like that. Well, you know, he's not a loyal person. And I've actually started getting away from him. And found a really good group of ladies on here that I trust. I trust a lot. He's loyal to himself. Yeah. He crapped all over you too, Kelly. So, you know. Okay, anyway, yeah. Let me drop my link because this might be interesting for you guys. I really want to bring him up. I'm going to let him talk while I'm like eating my tuna fish. I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to let him introduce himself. I'm going to have his channel. I'm going to ask my mods to put his channel up again. Yeah, Ski uses me for content, and I'm not going to let him do that anymore. If my channel gets taken down, everybody, all of my subs and everything know through Tara, like to get in touch with Tara from my new channel. And, yeah, we're not friends anymore at all, Valley Girl. I'm sure you heard what he said about me murdering my child about 45 minutes ago. Okay, I'm going to pop this up, but I'm also going to drop an app. Now, this link is only for one person. Come grab the link, hon. I think this guy's really interesting. I've only heard him speak for like 5 minutes. I've only heard him speak for like 5 minutes, but I really want to hear like his thing on numbers. Like he, all you have to do is press the link. You know how to come on up, and I'll take you. That will. But there should be. There's my StreamYard. Grab my StreamYard. So my guest I saw actually on Skis, and he does all these numbers, and he's like, well, this number coincides with this number, and this happens with this, and he's just if you're into, it's not really conspiracy theories, it's actually things that kind of make sense. It's things that make you go, hmm. And so I really want him to jump up. There's his channel to go subscribe if you're into things like this. Now, where are you? I dropped you a link. Pick it up. Take it. Press the StreamYard. The guest there. Go ahead and where are you? Take a link. He was just chatting. Maybe he went to the restroom or something. Yeah, he's still here. He was just chatting a few seconds ago. You better be here. Where are you at? Come out, wherever you are. It's 6079 Smith W. So, Mr. Smith, would you like to take the link? No, he's not like Ski. This guy's really smart, and he really intrigues me, actually, and I want to hear a lot more of what he has to say. That's why I was like, here we go. That's why I was like, come over to my panel. Show your face. Okay. Ah, it didn't work. Take the link again. I'm sorry. I messed it up. Take the link again. You dropped. This guy's very interesting. Very interesting. And ladies, he's cute. Yes, he's very deep. Get the link again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you off when I hit invite people. But he's a very interesting guy. I enjoy watching you, but I'll come back after he leaves. It's not conspiracy theories. It's like numbers. Yeah, in 5 minutes he intrigued me. He did. He's really deep. It's not like... Take the link again. I'm so sorry, darling. When I click... There you go.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I think there's a setting on here that I can make you bigger. Yeah, it's numerology. It's not conspiracy theories. But I think there's a setting. Let me just try to where we can make each other bigger. I'm trying to figure out the phone. Like, I'm kind of new to this too. So I'm trying to figure out the phone thing like you are. Wait, hang on one sec. I think there's a setting. Let's see. Layout.
It's not even numerology. It's everything.
Hey.
It's everything. How you doing?
Now, how would you like to be addressed?
Winston, Smith, Smitty, 6079, whatever you want to say.
I'm gonna call you
I'm good with
Smitty.
anything.
There's like a little pool house around the corner when I grew up. So I'll just call you Smitty because I'll never forget it. Guys, I'd like to introduce you
Yeah, I'm
to
good with
Smitty.
anything. I'm good with anything. Just don't call me late for dinner. I'm
Late
good
for
with
dinner.
anything.
You did not say it. We said it at the same time. Just don't call me late for dinner. Yes, that is my phrase too.
Yeah.
Call me anything you want, but late for dinner.
Yeah.
Before you start talking, a great story. I was like 5, and I called my grandpa because my grandparents raised me. My mother did not raise me right. She didn't raise me right. She didn't raise me, period. My grandparents did. And I was like 5, and I called my grandpa like meanie, and I went in my room and I like slammed the door, and he's like, "You can call me anything you want, but late for dinner." This is like a family story. And I opened the door, and I was like, "Late for dinner, late for dinner, late for dinner," and then I slammed the door again. So that's like my phrase. So everybody, this is Smitty, and he's into numerology. And I'm gonna let him talk, and I can be pretty off. In 5 minutes, I was just like, I gotta talk to this guy. So, floor's yours. I'll stop and ask questions, but floor's yours.
I appreciate that. To be honest, I don't even honestly know where to start. I just, it came across to me around the time of the pandemic. I don't know if people heard, but on November 3rd, 2019, they were planning on attacking the Seattle Seahawks Stadium, which is missing. The only section of seating that it's missing is number 322, which is kind of strange. Like the Batman movie, Rise of the Dark Knight has the bombing during the football game. And that's the only stadium seating that's missing there. And of course, Seattle was playing the Tampa Bay False Flag Skull and Bones Buccaneers Butt Pirates. And so November 3rd, 2019, Goodyear Blimp calls their newest blimp the November 3 Alpha, which is a strange name for a blimp. But November 3rd was also the day that they stole the election, which I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter. He's a lot better than the open child lovers that we have in office now, but I don't think he's way better, but the country was a little better.
Financially,
What's that?
security, financially, economically, security-wise, I can go on and on and tell you why it's better, but we're not going to talk that. But go with the numbers.
Exactly. I'm not saying Trump's our savior in any way. He's still probably not a great person.
Somebody is drooling on
country
me
is
because
better.
you said you're in numbers. You're in numbers, and she's like, "You can have my numbers."
Yeah, I got some numbers. So,
You're talking about her digits.
So you have Event 201.
Like her digits, like her phone number.
I can't see chat, so
Okay,
you'll have to put the chat back up. I can't see the chat, so I don't know if people are familiar with Event 201. Are you familiar with that, Michelle?
That was
Okay. So that took place October 18th.
You break it up.
There's a little lag here. It took place October 18, 2019 at Johns Hopkins University. Kind of like Luke 10:18, I beheld Satan as lightning from the heights, which translates to Barack Obama in the Hebrew. And 10:18 is also JR. 10th letter is J, the 18th letter is R, because Hopkins means son of Hob, like a junior, and Hob is an old name for the devil. Their motto is the same as the CIA. They both share the motto, "The truth will set you free," which is kind of a strange motto for a hospital in charge of the lockdowns. You know, they gave the numbers for people, and they're like, "Look at the cases, oh my gosh." Just kind of weird. So I'm from the Lilac City, and lilacs are from the Syringa family, and Syringa is where the word syringe comes from. I kind of thought that was interesting. So Lilac City is also the birthplace of Father's Day, but there's only one Father, and that's in heaven. You can have a father in whatever religion or whatever, but there's one true Father, and that's Jesus. And I'm not trying to get too whatever on anybody. I'm not a great person. I've done tons of terrible stuff in my life, and I continue to. Here I am right now. But I'm trying to be better day by day.
Yeah.
They call it a pandemic. Pan's the god of child love, and Pan, his instrument is where the word syringe comes from. I thought that was kind of interesting, that the Shrine of Satan statue has the medical emblem on its stomach and a child on either side with a goat head, because it's all about the goat. So here we go to the goat. Michael, Prince of the Power of the Air Jordan, has been putting his name on people's soles of their feet since the 322nd day of 1984. 322 is. Skull and Bones, it's a big club. We can't talk about it. Bush and Carey, and so the Georgia Guidestones come down on Bush's birthday, his 76th birthday.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but slow down because you're like
you're
running with all these numbers, and my subs kind of like you're going a little too fast for it to process.
Oh, I apologize. So I can even just leave. I appreciate your
I want
your forum. So you had Trump just got indicted. He's 76. It's 76 days until her birthday when he got indicted. Stormy Daniels' birthday is the 76th day. You have Rihanna, who performed at the Super Bowl, and she dated a 1776er, the 76ers from Philadelphia, the Church of Philadelphia, the Synagogue of Satan, and she was born 776 days old on the Super Bowl. I thought that was a little bit odd. These are all things that I found myself, like I said in the last stream I did with whoever. If it was something I was reading of somebody, it'd be like, yeah, that's great. But when I found some of these things, they dropped my jaw to the ground. I was like, this is insane how it's all coded and out there for everybody.
Deuces D. Sorry, continue. Deuces D. Okay, go ahead.
What's that?
Something and I just block them. I block people in my chat. I don't let people say anything.
I wish I could read the chat. So my main thing, and I went on. I don't know if people are on the internet.
So if you look at your phone, it should say like more or like comments. Do you see on the bottom of your phone it says like comments or like more?
Well, so it says mic, cam, chat. Oh, more comments.
You see where it says comments and chat?
Last time I did this.
If you press comments.
Okay, last time I did it, I disconnected. I understand him perfectly, Natasha. Thank you. Aren't all these coincidences, Becky P? Holy crap, it's insane. Okay, thank you so much. So now I can't see you, but I'll keep talking here.
No,
my son is into numbers. I need to. Hey, Cash App, Karen, you need a blunt, bro. Let me explain some more of this. So we have Michael, Prince of the Power of the Air Jordan, with the all-mocking tongue. I mean, literally, the Bible talks about mocking Jesus with their tongue because they're into mocking people. And you know what the word mask translates to? Because we need to Q, trust the plan. Q is the 17th letter, like chlorine was the 17th element. But don't worry, they're safety. You didn't know that guy in the 1940s with the funny mustache used chlorine for people's safeties? Well, the word mask translates to buffoon or mockery. And from the first, this is a little bit much, I'll try to go a little slower here. From the first day of the Nuremberg trial indictments until Event 201, where they planned all this, is 27,028 days, and that's the zip code of Moxville and Bethlehem. Tell me I'm not onto something. I'm not on something. I'm drinking, but I'm not on nothing. You know what I mean? When I found these things, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He is a flat earther too. Hell yeah. How could you not be into truth and not know? I'm not saying the Earth's flat, but it's not what NASA's saying. I completely get it, Natasha. That's because you got your eyes wide open. So, I can't see you when you're responding. If you liked it, I don't know if anybody gets it.
It's okay.
I see a couple people. What's going to happen with Trump?
If you don't want to read them, you can access them, you can see us again, and then go back.
No, it's all good. I appreciate it because I like to see what other people have to think. So we have, if Trump said, I am Batman, because people looked at Trump as like a Batman figure, like he's rich, he's going to save us. Like I said, 100,000 times better than the piece of trash, disgusting guy we have in office right now. Was to get reelected on the day of his inauguration in 2025.
I'm sorry. Deuces means kick him out. Can somebody deuce Weezer for me? Thank you. Deuces means ban them from my
channel. If Trump was to get elected, he would be 28,710 days old, and 28710 is the zip code of Batcave. Because he's Batman.
Excuse me 1 second.
You know what I mean?
I'll be right back. Just excuse me 1 second. You're going to have to, like...
I'm different. This ain't the match.
All right,
I'll keep going.
I mean, guys,
so we have
be into something besides, like, hating on people on YouTube. I think this is really interesting.
It's not my obsession. It's called my thesis. This is my thesis. And if I went to college, this would be my thesis. Biden is horrible, and Biden can be broken into two words, bi meaning two, and den meaning teeth. Den is the root word for teeth. Like it's the two teeth of the snake's fang, or den could mean like a den that they hide in, like it's their bisexual den under Denver that they've hollowed out, and they have all these supplies being stored under there. You'd have to research that. Do I have a video on it? I'm sorry, I don't. Do I know about it? I do. I like this guest, Natasha. I like you, Natasha. I'm intrigued, Dallas. Jess is intrigued too. I appreciate it. Here comes that girl. Yeah, the leather suit. What's that?
Somebody's making a joke.
I've had a lot of pushback on this stuff. You what's that? I've had a lot of pushback on some of this stuff, and it's like I'm not. If I turn off the comments, I can.
Batman.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
You can go back to reading your comments, but I thought that was.
We did not plan that. That was perfectly timed.
No, they already knew about that. That's why they're like.
I'm about to go Clark Kent here, changing my cape. That was dope. That was awesome. So I was bringing up earlier. So when I bring some of the stuff up, I always want to like preface it by saying that I hate basketball. I used to like it as a kid. To be honest, I like Michael Jordan. I wasn't a huge Kobe fan. I did, but they started. It's like you need to bow. You need to do that. And it's just like no, thank you. I don't want the politics. I don't watch any pro sports anymore. But Kobe translates to the supplanter, or one who takes the place of someone else, like a false idol or an antichrist. I thought that was. I'm going back to the comments. That was fucking hilarious. By the way.
Sorry.
What's my favorite number? Anything related to God, because I believe in God. I'm a wholehearted belief in our Lord Jesus Christ, the Savior. I think he died on our sins, on the cross for our sins, and that we're saved through grace through faith. But I do think that he needs to hurry up. I do think people have suffered enough, and that's so kind of why I got onto all this, is because I just was like, wow, there's a lot of shitty things happening. I'm not trying to be buzzkill, but I've done a lot of research, a lot. And people say I got Asperger's, I got autism, I'm the Rain Man. Cool. It's all good.
If that's all they're saying about you, darling, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You should hear all the stuff they say about me.
So here was a good one I was trying to share, and maybe I'll leave you after this. I got dinner on the way in a minute. I got a daughter to feed. But you have
your thing, but
on the day that JFK was assassinated, the writer of Brave New World died because we live in a chicken shit world with no men. Hence the reason that there is literally no generation called Generation Y. The Y chromosome is the male chromosome. There's no men. There's literally no men to stand up to anything. And so, reason why for anything? What's the reason for anything? You know what I mean? And so where was I going with that? So you have on the day he died, Obama was 840 days old, and Obama born 8-4, like the book 1984, like world navigation is run off what's called WGS 1984, like how Joe Biden's son, died 1984 days before this election, or like how Johnson & Johnson, who makes those things, there's both agendas. You have Johnson Sr., Magic, who fakes that he has something, a disease, and then you have Johnson Jr., who fakes that he is something, a woman, and they're born 1-1-984 days apart, kind of like 1984. How do I feel about the woke generation? Well, a wake is where they celebrate death, and these people are spiritually dead. So yeah, they're woke. You know what I mean? Because if it's about saving lives, then it should be all lives, and not just the old people who have money that you can mooch off of. It should also be, let's save the most vulnerable population, the babies. Let's stop sacrificing them to my channel icon logo, the golden bowl. Let's stop sacrificing babies. They're defending. You know, yeah, Johnson Johnson's terrible, but Trump was endorsing him. Am I bad-mouthing Trump? Do I hope him or DeSantis wins over? What's his name? Yeah, gosh, Joe Biden's terrible. But
DeSantis said that he was not going to extradite Trump. I don't know if you know that or not, but
he's not.
Yeah, DeSantis is like, I'm not extraditing Trump from Florida.
Is that what you're saying? He's not going to let?
No, DeSantis, you know, they just came out with these charges on Trump. DeSantis is like, I'm not extraditing him from Florida, so great. But anyway,
yeah,
but I mean,
it's crazy. And I was a big fan of Trump. He's an amazing public speaker. He's done some amazing things. I know that his son's property that he owns that was originally owned by him is at 666 5th Street. It's just like, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know. He's a lot better than what we have right now. So I think we should choose the lesser of the two evils. I remember the 2020 election right before it, people were like, well, vote for Jesus. And I was like, can we all? Would that not be amazing if 60 million Americans voted Jesus on the app or on the app on the ballot? The news wouldn't report it. They would just make up something else. I mean, not going to happen, but I don't know where I'm going with it. So I lost my train of thought. I appreciate your platform. I appreciate the open-mindedness of your community. Simpson, shout out Clues. Simpsons first.
Keep taking my channel down because I got a strike.
You got a good channel.
And I didn't know any better. And I went on my backup
The Simpsons' first episode was on the Pope.
Huh?
Simpsons' first episode was on the Pope's birthday, and the first flight was not actually in It was not actually in Kitty Hawk. It was in a city called Kill Devil Hills, right street from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, and it was 33 years before the Pope was born. It's kind of Michael Jordan first in flight, and on Michael Jordan's first NBA game, Obama was 84 days old, like we live in 1984, and then Kobe died 84 days after his first game. And when I found some of these things out, like I said, it blew my mind. MGL, Michelle Goes Live, right, is your name? I appreciate you. I appreciate your subs. Lisa, I forget your other sub. God bless you all. Thank you so much for the forum, for the time, for you guys lending an ear. Yes, the show is worth tipping. I appreciate the platform. Who went to Kill Devil Hills? I did not know that, but first person to keep Michelle from speaking over him. Michelle, you are a saint. You're a good person. I don't know what's happened in the other place. Maybe whatever his name is watching me, who I just learned of tonight. I don't know who he is. Thank you all for your ear, for listening, for being open-minded.
This community, he had like 30, 50 viewers, blah, 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 blah. And now he's got like 300 and something like viewers per channel. But now he's blaming me for killing his channel for saying like racist things, all this other blah, 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 blah. But listen, look, come back. We want you back.
None of my business, but they... Okay. Anyways, I appreciate you for the time. Thank you all for lending the ear. Maybe I'll drop back in a couple days. I got to eat dinner. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you all for listening. God bless you all. I'm going to have a drink. You guys all have a good night. All right. Take care.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're a great guy.
From the bottom of my heart. God bless you.
Me too. Bye.
Thank you.
So what do you guys think? I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't know. What do y'all think? think he's a great guy. He intrigued me, and he's very interesting, like with the numbers, and it was so many such days, and you know, that was fresh, right? It was different. Thank you. I loved him. He thinks like me. Well, of course. No, I don't. Actually, my silver chip, my 1-day chip, has fallen into the console in between my Jeep, and I have a cut on my hand to prove that it was digging in the console to get, in the side seats to get it. There's another receipt. There's another receipt. I was trying to go get, and it slipped in the thing, and I got all caught up, so there. Oh, there's a receipt. So I guess there's my receipt for my chip. So what y'all think? Seriously. Excuse me. Lola? No, lay down. Jake, go lay down. I thought Lola was in Jake's bed. I know when he said Batman, I'm like, oh my God. Y'all knew what I was doing. He didn't know what I was doing. When he said Batman, I'm like, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Yeah, yes, definitely invite him back sometime. I think he's a really great guy. I don't know where he's from. I haven't really, looked under my seat. She did not maliciously to take his channel down as it was against terms of service. No. What happened is I was actually on a 7-day strike, my first strike, and I didn't know I couldn't go up on my second channel. I didn't know that I couldn't go up on my second channel, and I did. So there's my YouTube ban for life. It wasn't from being vile. It wasn't from anything else. It was because I went up on a second channel during the 7-day strike, and I didn't know any better. Does the number guy work, or does he live off the government? I'm sure he probably has a job. He's very intelligent. Jeep seat for my chip. So looking at the seat, yes, it is in the middle of the metal on my electric seat that's all back, and I cannot get to it. But guess what? It's none of your business. I'm sober. Who wants to do clipped? Like, who wants to do it? Just somebody do clipped for me, because, like, are you mad? Are you big mad that I'm sober? Are you big mad that I'm having a live that I'm sober? Are you? Yeah, he meant if he needed a thesis. I thought it was very interesting. I mean, you know, everybody talks crap on everybody, right? I just thought I'd bring something up that was just a little more interesting. I don't know. I don't know. One's in the chat if you enjoyed him. 2's in the chat if you don't. 3's if you're uncertain, please. Beware the mob with their... Okay, thanks you. That's fine. Hey, mods. Hey, mods, look at that. But yeah, 1's in the chat if you thought he was interesting. 2's if you don't like him. 3's if you're just kind of like, hey, KK. I thought he was very interesting. I don't know. I just saw him on skis and I thought it was very interesting. And I'm like, hey, I really like, yeah, he's cool. It's just, I don't know. I'm open-minded. And so I always like hearing people, their difference of opinions. I tried to deduce, but don't have my wrench. I just noticed sometimes, anyway. Candy, hold on. I gotta find my phone charger. Hold on. I hate this because there's so many wires under my butt. No, the first chip is silver. Well, they gave me a silver chip. Maybe they're out of white. I don't know. I got a silver chip. But let's not talk about AA because Michelle's here and I'm sober. And it's Alcoholics Anonymous, so it's none of your business. Yeah, well, maybe it's not like your type of topic or whatever, but I just thought it was interesting. Thank you, S.C. Johnson. Thank you. Well, I'm going to wait on talking to a sponsor because I don't know who I like and trust yet, so I'm just going to sit back. You're welcome, Candy Lane. Thank you, Grateful. And, yeah, thanks for introducing that guy because, I mean, really, if you want to see an AA chip, it is silver. It looks like a Mardi Gras coin. It wasn't a white chip. The one that was silver. And I tried to dig it out. See the scar? And it's in between the seats of my Jeep. Yeah, it was just interesting. I thought it was really cool. So if you want to sub up to that guy, I just saw him. I just saw him on Ski's panel about an hour and a half ago. But I just thought it was a great change of pace because everybody's so ugly. Everybody's like talk crap on everyone. And so, I don't know. Just decided to bring, Horner identifies woman killed in overnight storms. Oh, I guess we had more storms last night that I don't know about. Oh, 311. Well, it jumped up too quick. I was like, that's one of my favorite bands. But, apparently we had bad storms come through again tonight. Yeah, let's pop that up again. If y'all like him or interested, sub up to his channel. I know he was on Ski's panel, poor guy. Right. And thank you, I'm glad. Because I'm done with the drama. I'm not going to argue with people. You know, 311 does cruises. They are so fun. I know. I believe that they're playing at Louder Than Life. It's a festival. Sorry, I was smoking on camera. Sorry. I thought he was very nice. I thought he was a gentleman. He interests me, and I like learning new things. I don't know where he's from. I don't know anything about him. Thank you. Thank you, Go Drake. Oh, look, he's still here. Kind of watching Bad. That was hilarious. I know, but see, like, it was kind of a joke with the Batman glasses. So when you said Batman, and I said be right back, all of my subscribers knew what I was doing except for you. And that was even better. Yeah, Batman. I'm a child sometimes. And, I almost pissed myself loving myself. I'm a child sometimes. And in Circle K, they've got all these little kid sunglasses, and my face is really small. Like, my motorcycle helmet is a Youth XL. I don't even fit. Like, my Harley hats, the XX smalls, don't even fit me with, like, 2, like, do-rags on. And so, yeah, I can get, like, kid sunglasses and things like that. And so I just had to buy those. I didn't get him. That's why I didn't comment while he was speaking. It's a little bit deep. Like, he kind of goes down rabbit holes, but so do I. And that's why I find him interesting. Sea Monster, I'm just not going to comment. Hey, Shelly Lynn, how are you? Granny T, are you doing good? You almost pissed yourself. Well, good. I'm glad that I made you smile. Because that's, like, really what I want to do is make people smile. Not have, like, enemies. And, you know, this channel's probably going to get hit again. So, I don't know. Let it get hit. I'm going to cook tomorrow because I didn't cook today. Yes, he's very interesting and he keeps your attention. He speaks a little bit fast for people that don't catch on quickly. And that's the only thing I was like, can you slow down? I wonder what he thinks about the Mandela effect. I will bring him up as a guest every show I have. And if they strike this channel, guess what? I'll get a new one in 2 days straight. I don't know. Are y'all interested in that? Do them. There you go. He meant to write 4379. Thank you, Granny T. But yeah, I mean, I'll bring him up. I mean, I'm gonna cook tomorrow, so. Yes, the dollar bill shows a lot of clues. I'm about to pull you back up because, like, I just keep highlighting your comments. Do you want to come back up? Do you want to just come back up? I can drop a link for you. All right, go eat dinner, and I will probably not be on live by that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But yes, I would definitely love you back here. I'll explain how my channel got struck and why I'm YouTube banned, and it was really stupid, and I didn't know any better, and I made a stupid mistake, so I lost my channel. And so I have like to keep making all these other channels. Thank you, Smitty. Smitty. Now, can somebody please drop my Cash App if you thought that tonight's show was